Welcome everyone. Today I want to show you the Terraform module that I created for Azure TAG Governance with workbook, and I will give you a quick overview. On the Guide tab, it shows which mandatory tags are being monitored, the coverage of official CAF category, the percentage that comes from CAF, how many custom tags that we have, and which ones they are. We can also exclude a specific management group, so you can keep it out of the analysis. On the top, we can set a filter to management group or subscription. The resource will be marked as non-compliant when at least one mandatory tag is missing or tag key exists, but the value is empty or white space only. You will notice there is a CAF catalog built directly from Microsoft documentation, and you can create a custom catalog if you want. But if you don't want, that's fine. The monitoring tag still appear in the workbook view, but it won't have extra details about each tags. In case you build a custom catalog, it will automatically appear on the workbook. The nice thing here is that this entire tab is generated automatically from Terraform inputs. On the summary tab, we have several KPIs that show the number of mandatory tags, how many resources are evaluated, the percentage and count of compliant versus non-compliant resources. We have also a breakdown by subscription, coverage for each tags individually, and the top 10 non-compliant resource type. On the inventory tab, we will find a list of non-compliant resource group and resource, but what I find really useful here is that there is a column showing exactly which mandatory tag are being missing from each non-compliant resource. And for example, I defined 6 mandatory tags, and if I look here, these resources are missing 3 of them, while this another column shows which tags the resource already has. Then if I click here on the resource, I will go directly to the tags for this specific resource. Let's include env, dev, and I will apply. And let's see the behavior on the workbook. So I will back to the workbook, and now I need to refresh the page. I go to the inventory, and let's find that resource. Here we go. We don't have env anymore here, and if you look for tags, the env it's here. So that's awesome. And another thing that we can do here in the workbook is get download for a CSV file for this report, and also we can check the cake well. We can see the filters, mandatory tags. And you might be thinking, if the Azure policy already shows compliant versus non-compliant resource, why I should use this workbook? So I was working in a brownfield environment with multiple legacy subscription under tag policy exemption. And when I checked the policy, I mostly saw exempt. So let me show you in the environment. Here I have this CAF tag initiative, and I add an exemption at my sandbox management group. And if I click on view compliance and open any policy in the initiative, we will see a report with the compliance status. See? And below we have the evaluation for each resource. And this resource is compliant, non-compliant. But if I scroll down a little bit here, we can find this exempt resource. That means I still can tell whether the resource actually has the tag or not until I remove the exemption. Also, the policy status is not close to real time, and it can take time for changes to appear. It's very good for auditory and governance control. For operational decision making, I combine it with this KQL in Azure Resource Graph because I can inspect the real tag state directly from resource and resource group in real time. But running queries manually all the time is not practical. That's the reason I built this workbook to centralize the analysis and insights. Then I automated it with Terraform. So it stays in sync with what I define in the module. Now let's move to the module itself. Here in the module, most inputs already come with the full values, but they are optional and customizable. Let's start with the mandatory tags that we have, and I will add extra custom tag that it's not in the CAF catalog. So I will add created by, and I will apply on the code. Now let's check the behavior on the workbook. Let me close this in this window, KQL. Now I need to refresh this page to get the results, the updates. Let me do this. And the created by is here, but we don't have category or purpose. So if you look for a custom count, we have 1 of 7 and the created by. And the summary tab, the mandatory tags, it's 7, and coverage, it's included create by. If you look for inventory, we can expand this missing tags column and the create by is here. So it's very awesome. And now let's say your organization has its own tag standard beyond CAF, and you need to create a custom catalog. So let me back to the module and I will uncomment my custom catalog here. I will apply, and here in the custom catalog, we can see we have some different tags like owner, owner email, managed by, and we have the category, purpose, and example values. It's very nice. So let's back to the workbook and refresh the page. And now when we check in the guide tab, we can see the custom catalog. It's here. It's very nice. And now let's add one extra tag from this custom catalog. So I will use the owner. Let me add the owner tag, and I will apply the code. And now when we back to the workbook, we should see the custom tag and the purpose and category, because these values come from this catalog. So let me refresh the page. And we can see owner, we have the category and purpose. It's very nice, 2 of 8, and create by an owners here. If you look for summary, we have 8 mandatory tags, coverage is create by an owner, the inventory tab that expand the missing text column, and let's check the KQL query. So owner create by it's here. Now imagine your sandbox management group follow a different tag standard and you don't want to include this in the evaluation. Let's back to the module, and we have this parameter here to exclude a management group. So here I'm saying, look, exclude the sandbox management group. And if you look in my current workbook without refresh the page, we can see the sandbox on the filter. But after we apply the change and we refresh the page, we shouldn't see on the filter. So let's confirm. Here in the management group filter, we don't have the sandbox anymore. So it's very awesome because we can confirm here as well. Exclude management group sandbox. And if you go to the summary tab, I can look here in this by subscription. We don't have my 30 subscription anymore because that subscription is under sandbox management group. Now, let's say you want to create a separate workbook, focus on just two mandatory tags. I will come to the module and I will comment these tags and leave only env and app tags. And let's see the behavior on the workbook. Here, as I mentioned, we need to refresh the page to get the updates. So let's do this. And now we can see only two mandatory tags, 0 of 2, and it's saying exclude sandbox management group. If we go to summary tab, we have only two mandatory tags. Coverage tags is only 2. Here in inventory, you have missing tags env and app. And if you look for KQL query, it's only env and app. And that's it. I hope this module can help you to improve your tag governance with automation and visibility. So see you in the next video.